y'all, and welcome back to my channel. This is Elisa with Elisa Dawn's Crochet. So I have been working on a whole pile of stuff and mostly testing for crochet alongs. I am in 2 different crochet alongs. I am doing the retro summer crochet along, and y'all probably already seen that on Instagram. And I am making a sock hop 50s dance bear. So this was my first go at it, and my nephew said, "Aunt Lisa, it looks like a mouse." So I have been working and working and working on the pattern, tweaking it here and there, and I have got part of the bear done. I have got probably from the waist down done, and I've got the arms made, and so I have been working on that, and I will probably get that finished either today or tomorrow. But then I decided that I was wanting to work on a different bear pattern using the same pattern, but for my own, just, for my markets or whatever. And I don't know, I may release a pattern for sale or whatever. It definitely won't be a free pattern because all of these are going to be paid patterns. But this is the little bear that I started working on. Now, I'm not completely through with him. I do like the way that the legs turned out. The legs are the same as these legs. The body's the same. The arms are the same. The head is just a little bit tweaked, and the muzzle is a little bit tweaked. But after I got it made, I noticed that his head was a little floppy. And so my friend gave me some suggestions. And so I am currently frogging the head, and I'm going to redo just the starting round. Instead of using 6, I'm gonna go back and use 12 to start with. But overall, I think he looks really good. I told her, I said, he reminds me, the face shape reminds me of the old Teddy Ruxpin bear. But of course, the Teddy Ruxpin bear didn't have on blue overalls. But I do like the overalls on this bear. And so, like I said, I was just making this for my market to have, something else kind of medium size. But if I do release this pattern as, like a, I don't know, like a mod to this 50s dance bear, it'll be a paid pattern. And then I tested for another creator, another designer, and this is a different cow or crochet along that I'm in, but I'm not allowed to say anything about it right now because we're still working out details. So anyway, and then I have come up with my own pattern for this new crochet along that I'm in, but I can't really show it, I guess. They told us that we have to keep them secret, and I'm like, but I wanted to sell this at my market, I really do. And so I don't know yet if I'm going to be able to sell it at my market or what. But anyway, I had watched a video, Cluck and Buzz, Kayla, and she's in I think she's probably in 2 of the different groups that I'm in. And I had watched her video when I was talking to her, but she made a Smokey the Bear mod out of one of the bear patterns that she had. And I thought, oh my goodness, this would be a perfect Smokey the Bear. So I thought, you know what? I think I might make him into Smokey the Bear. Or maybe I'll just make another bear like this one and make him Smokey the Bear, because he doesn't have on overalls. He just has on blue jean pants with a belt. We actually have a sign right when you come into my town that has Smokey the Bear. Do this in the brown, and then do the pants, give him a little black or brown, darker brown belt. And then I really, think the rest of him would be great. I think he would be great. So the only other thing that I got to go back and do is I want to put a line down right here where his nose is. And I may do his in black because his is more black on his muzzle. So I may do that. And then I may give him, you see how on his um, I guess his feet, I don't know what you call them, bear paws or whatever. He's got the little toe things. I might could do that on this bear as well. I don't know. I've been, the wheels in my brain have been turning, and I'm just thinking, what else can I make, you know? But I really want to make, some axolotls. I haven't made those yet. I made those loaf cats, and I got sick. I've had a migraine for the last like 2 days. I haven't really felt good. I didn't do anything Saturday, and then Sunday was church day, and I really didn't do anything then. We just rested, and I also had a really bad migraine. It started Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, and then all day Monday, and all day today is Tuesday, and I've had a real bad migraine today. So it's just now started to ease off just the tiniest little bit, but it's still there. And so everybody, always ask me, Elisa, are you dehydrated? Da 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 da. And I've tried to explain to people, I've literally had migraine since I was in the 5th grade. I have been through numerous testing, MRIs, blood work, you name it, I've had it done. I've had all kind of stuff. I've took all kind of medicine. Medicine you just wouldn't believe that I've tried for these headaches. What they have figured out, my OBGYN has told me that she thinks that I have PCOS. And while she never really gave me a formal diagnosis, another doctor told me that there's really no testing for that. He said, you just look at the symptoms and you have all the symptoms. And I just finally give up because nothing gets rid of them. They may make them a little bit milder, but the best thing that I can do is just ice my head and just let it pass, because it always passes. 1 to 3 days and it's gone. But I can count on it every month. I can count on when I'm going to have them. Almost right down to the T of when I'm going to get them. It never fails. So it is what it is, y'all. It just is what it is. I know y'all get sick of probably hearing me talk about my health. My health isn't the greatest or whatever. That's all that I have for now. I really don't have anything new other than the bears. I know I've showed y'all my 50s Nance bear before. I've been really working in Canva. I've got my pattern fully completed in Canva. The only thing is I've got to take pictures of the new bear when I get it done. I do have pictures of this bear here in my Canva, but I want pictures of the new bear with the new modifications, little tweaks and stuff that I've made, because I think that it's going to look more like a bear, because I made the muzzle bigger, and I did order, that's another thing, y'all. I ordered eyes. Y'all are going to be so proud of me, because I ordered eyes. I ordered a whole pile of them. And I didn't show y'all when I opened them. I just opened them. But it was easier for me to just order these 14mm safety eyes. And so I said, you know what? This is the most common size that I use. I probably should order some 12mm eyes, or either 10s as well, but the 14s are the ones that I use the most. But I may go ahead and order some 10s and 12s to be on the safe side, but we'll see. I have ordered other safety eyes too. I want to start painting my own safety eyes, and I have ordered eyes that I can paint, and they're not here yet. They're not going to be here until like April the 29th. So I still have a few bigger eyes with the glittery backs or whatever, and I could probably paint some of them, but I have to get one of those blue light things that you let your eyes dry in. It's for fingernails, but that's what you let your eyes dry in. So I had been looking around different places on trying to think, if I'm going to use resin, if I'm going to use glitter, and I probably will. But for now, I think I'm just going to use fingernail polish and see how that goes. My daughter bought me she bought a bunch of fingernail polish for me to use. They're really pretty colors, glittery and stuff like that. So I want to use them first and see. It even has a solid black in there that I can use to paint, after I do like a first layer of the color. I can go behind it and do the black. That's what everybody does. So, but I have to have the little blue light thing, and so I'm working on getting that. I've been looking at a bunch of them, trying to decide what brand I want, how much money I want to spend on one. I don't want one that's going to be super cheap and then it tear up in a month, because that's what happened when I got my yarn winder, and I still haven't replaced my yarn winder. The other thing I want is one of them yarn holders that you put your cake on, and you can crochet while your cake is sitting on the holder, and it spins so you're not constantly pulling the yarn. I think that would help me crochet faster. So trying to decide on that, what brand I want, what kind I want. Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm back again. I look a hot mess this morning, so don't pay attention to that. So I had to do a pattern test for Delon with Lauren Dot Crochets, and she had come up with the idea. She was just kind of bouncing the idea around about having some permanent testers, and then she decided that yes, she was going to have a permanent testers group. And I just want to say that Delon, I am so honored that you chose me to be in your permanent testers group, and I hope I do you proud. I hope I'm able to test everything in a timely manner, in an efficient manner. But this pattern test that I did, y'all know at the beginning of the video I said I had another pattern test of a frog. So this is her Lollihops pattern, and I think it's coming out the 26th, if I'm not mistaken, either the 25th or the 26th. I'll put it on the screen so y'all know for sure. But this was the first one I did. This was my girl version of Lollihops, and I just gave her a little bow. The little bow was not part of the pattern. This is my little bow I just come up with because it's simple, it's easy, it's quick. All I do is I slip stitch, I chain 5, I slip stitch back in the same area, chain 5, slip stitch again, and then I take the loop and I wrap it around here, and I go back in and I pull them both out the back, tie them together, and I put them back in. And what that does, it just creates a cute little tiny bow for whatever I'm working on. And y'all, check these eyes out. I think I did fantastic on embroidering these eyes. No, they're not perfect, but they are much, much better. And so I have just been working so hard on practicing my embroidery. Okay, and then this is the next Lollihops. This is Mr. Hop. My daughter said she didn't know if that was supposed to be a beard, a bow tie, or what. Peanuts, she didn't know. And I said, well, it was supposed to be his bow tie, but it does kind of look like a beard. I said, but he is Mr. Hop, so it can be a beard. I just thought, hey, I wanted something different. And check those eyes out, y'all. I think I did fantastic on his eyes as well. So you got Mr. and Mrs. Hops. Lollihops. The line, I absolutely love this pattern. And I want to get some more greens and make some more of these. I have a little bit of this color. This is Emerald by Premier Basics, Chenille Brights. This skein of emerald that I got, though, is very rough. It's got just like a weird texture to it. I don't know, it's kind of like real hard. Like it's got, I don't know, almost feels just like sticky like. I don't know, it's just a very weird texture. And it was very hard for me to crochet with this. And now, this is that green yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby. And it is olive color, and I can't never remember the name, but it's from Hobby Lobby. And I love this yarn. It's very easy to work with. Now, I used a size 6 hook on this one, and I used a 5 hook on this one. And this one still come out bigger than this. So that just goes to show, you know, different yarns. And I can't believe it because, like I said, I used a 6 hook on this one here. And it was a metal hook. And I used a plastic 5 on this one. And y'all can still see the difference in it. But anyway, this is Steel Cut Oats by Premier Basics Brights. It's the Steel Cut Oats. And then I was wanting a dog pattern for my market because my market is going to be May the 9th. They changed it from May the 16th to May the 9th because they said that they had something else that was going on that day that somebody was having to do that was part of the market. It's a farmer's market. And so they said that because of, you know, that, they was rescheduling a week early. So I guess one of the girls that was helping out, she couldn't do it the 16th, so they changed it to the 9th. So I wanted a dog pattern, and y'all, I looked at a couple different dog patterns, and right now my money's low. I really just could not afford to buy another dog pattern, and so I looked at a bunch of the free dog patterns, and I just really didn't like anything that I seen. Like I said, I've got a lot going on. I'm trying to get ready for this market. I'm in 2 different crochet alongs. I'm in this permanent tester group where I'm testing, and I'm also testing for some of the people that's in their crochet alongs that I'm designing with. This is my first time designing, and so I made that bear, and then I attempted to make a panda bear, and I ran out of black yarn. And so I want to do a white bear, like the Coca-Cola white bear, for my market, and put a red scarf around it. So I intend on trying to get that made, and I probably won't be able to get that made and show that on this video. So that'll probably be on the next video. Another thing I'm wanting to do is make some possums and some mice, because I think they will be good for my market. Now, I don't want to make a whole lot of each item like most people makes about 7 or 8 items each, but I don't want to do that because I don't really know what's going to sell in my area. And I did this market back in November, and it's right here in my hometown, and I made okay. I made $340 off that market. And it was the first time that we ever did the market here in my hometown. And like I said, it's the our civics group. They're trying to get money saved to do a playground at our ballpark for the local kids here. And so they're just trying to do different things to raise money. And so, being this is the beginning of May, they wanted to do a farmer's market so people can come and sell their goods, you know, their vegetables. And then, of course, she's also going to have food trucks there and different vendors there as well to sell local crafts. So people locally that, you know, they may do, you know, sell eggs, they may sell vegetables, they may sell chickens, they may sell rabbits, you know, just different stuff like that, breads, and then of course crafts, you know, like cups, t-shirts, and like me, I do the amigurumi, the plushies. But I think it's going to be a very fun event. I have not did a market since November, so I am a little bit scared because I don't know how my body is going to do. Normally I can only be up for so long and I have to lay down. But we're going to see. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to do more things. And so today, other than getting this video, today is Thursday, so the video will come out tomorrow. So other than getting this video edited, I'm going to be working on some more market makes today. But the market makes that I make today and tomorrow and through the weekend will probably be on the next video. I also have to go by the coffee shop today and pick up my Easter stuff and take some other things. I'm going to be taking the Mama made minis, knotted loveys, the fox, and the unicorn that I made. And then I have a deer that I made by BK Crochet that I'm taking. And I've showed it before. It's a lovey as well. And then I'm going to be taking the little bear that y'all seen at the beginning of this video, that little tan bear, and I'm going to see if I can sell it there as well. And if it sells good there, I may make some more to take to the coffee shop, because these little bears are just adorable, y'all. I'm going to also be making some for my market. So I have to get busy. I have a lot of work to do. And I'm not pushing myself. I said, you know what? Whatever I get made, I get made. If I don't get something made, I don't get it made. But the main thing is I love those little mini loaf cats. And I haven't made any more of them. I still would like to make some more of them. But then again, I really don't know what will sell. I want to get some black yarn definitely and make at least one black or black and white cat. I do want to do that at least. And I would like to get some of the yellow and make some of that. But as of right now, I'm really not trying to buy a whole lot of yarn. I'm not really trying to buy a whole lot of anything. I did get these eyes in that I showed y'all, the 14s, but I still haven't gotten my other eyes in. So I don't know. We'll see. If I don't get them in time, I just won't get them in time. But I'm trying to embroider some, and then I'm also using some of my eyes on some of my other things. So this is the other thing that I made that I wasn't supposed to show y'all, but I think because it's got something on it right there, y'all. This was on my yarn. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I can get it off, but that was already on the yarn, and I don't know. I think it's just maybe a black smudge. I'm going to try to use like an alcohol wipey and get that off. But anyway, I come up with this pattern, and I have to call for pattern testers on this. This is a ballerina axolotl pattern that I come up with. So I need to call for some testers on this. This is going to be my other bear that I'm doing. I'll have to get testers on this. And then this is my 50s dance bear again. And I am redoing this bear. I have it halfway made. I have to finish it as well. It's going to be in the same brown as this. And it's going to have a yellow skirt with a white shirt. And it's going to have a yellow scarf. Of course, it's going to have the black shoes with the laces and all of that. Everything's going to be the same except for, like I said, I made the head a little bit different. The ears a little bit different. And I changed the muzzle up some. So, with that being said, I hope my little bear turns out cute. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I guess I will see y'all next week. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, put a bear down, since I'm making a lot of bears. Put a bear down or either a doggy in the comments. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.